I am at the 7-month point, so I'm going to show you into my line of demarcation. I also have some really fascinating discoveries that I have recently found within my hair within less than the last week. I would say maybe within the last 3 or 4 days, I actually noticed something that was along the lines of something I noticed before, but I noticed something more into it very recently, and I'm very surprised. I've never seen anything like it, and I really want to share that with you. So I'm going to be having that coming up right after I show you the line of demarcation. So stay tuned for that. So here we go. Let's get a little bit closer. And I'm gonna start opening this up. This, of course, is some of my whiter parts. Can see, yeah, I'm going to really mess up my hair here. And of course it still remains darker back here. The whole underneath of my hair is, I'm pretty sure it's this solid color. I don't even think I have any white hairs back there at all. Let's see if we can get this side. Okay, my hair is actually a little bit wet because it didn't look that great up here earlier. It's still not my most fabulous hair day, not the worst either. But anyway, so I did spritz it and it's not fully dry yet. Okay, so that was my line of demarcation. Now, I'm going to show you what I discovered, and I'm so excited by this because I've never found anything like this on myself. I don't even think I've seen anything like this on anyone else. And not only that, but I have another little interesting bit of surprise to share with you. I might wait until another video, but it has to do with getting the dye off of our gray hair. And I'm not going to share about that in this video, but what I would like to know from you is if that is something that you're interested in finding out, please let me know in the comments below, because I'd like to just see how many people would be interested in a video like that. I don't want to bore anybody with any information that they're not interested in. So let me know if that's something you'd like to know about. Keep in mind, I'm still in the testing stages, but what I have seen on my test strand is giving me a lot of encouragement that it can be done. So let me know. Now, let's take a look at my findings. You may recall, if you've seen some of my videos, that maybe a couple of months ago or so, I mentioned that I've had a lot of crazy hair growth. Now, at various points in my life, and I'm sure most of us, you yourself, have probably had this too, where upon occasion, you'll see these little kind of wispy little hairs kind of growing in around the hairline. And usually when it happens, there will be quite a number of them. And it can actually be a little annoying at times because as they kind of grow out, they're kind of a little bit tweaky looking and a little hard to deal with, right? And I have had that happen very infrequently within my life. Like, I think maybe every few years, I would maybe have this kind of a thing. Since I stopped dyeing my hair 7 months ago, I've had 3 major bursts of small hairs in the hairline. But something that really I caught on to just a few days ago is I actually have clumps of new hair growing inside the hairline. And while I am sure that as we're losing a little bit of hairs each day when we wash or brush our hair, and that's normal, and we're going to, of course, if we're healthy and we're regenerating properly, we're going to replace those hairs. And so within our scalp area, we're going to be able to find, you know, a new little hair here or there, like kind of sporadically mixed in. So it's going to just blend very naturally, and it's going to be well hidden inside the bulk of our hair. But what I have actually found inside my hairline is clumps of new hairs growing in, and I think that's why I've had all these tweaky little shapes going on over here. You may recall me talking about. Now let's see if I can find them, because it's a little harder to see in my screen than in the mirror. Okay, but look at this. See these? Okay, now this is a little longer, but look at how short these are, and this is not at my hairline. My hairline is out here. This is inside here. And I have a lot of these. Somewhere I have an even bigger clump than this. It's just very hard to see in my little screen. So I'm not sure if I'm effectively showing this to you. Now I have some more over here also. Look at that, okay? And that's inside the hairline. There's a lot of them. And I had found, I think yesterday, I had actually found another clump that I was just completely shocked at how much hair it was. And of course, now that I'm trying to find it for you, I'm having trouble. It's just because, you know, when I'm looking in the mirror, here's some more of it. You see that? Look how far back that is. That's this far back. All of that growing inside my hairline. Now, of course, back in my scalp and the backside, okay, look at this. Do you see that? Look at all these short hairs. Look how far into my hairline that is. I've never seen anything like this in myself. And even just the hair, the new hairs growing around my hairline with the frequency that I've had it, I've never experienced anything like that. Now, I was looking back here the other day. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to, of course, I have my hair damp back here. I was looking through back here the other day, trying to see if I could find any more of these clumps like this. And I didn't see any in this area. But what I did notice was that I do have a lot of just individual little hairs that are obviously very young in their life. They're like this long, so you know what, they started growing a couple months ago or so. So I do have a number of those. I don't have them in clumps like what's going on up here. And somewhere, I swear to you, I had seen a bigger clump that I really wanted to show you, but alright, now there is maybe, I have read and heard from woman after woman who have stopped dyeing their hair that everyone seems to be saying that they're growing new hairs. I don't think I'm any exception there in relation to having stopped dyeing my hair. But there is something else that I stopped doing that I really thought would have had nothing to do with growing new hair back. And I ended up finding out from another video that I saw that's pertaining in subject matter to this other thing that I haven't been doing. And this person started talking about all this new crazy amounts of hair that they were growing in, and they actually mentioned that they had had some white hairs that then reversed their color. Because of this one thing that they stopped doing. Now, I'm not on a mission to change my hair color, really. I'm on a mission to be as healthy as I can and to just be me, whatever that is. Within that, there are many things that do underlie the cause of graying hair, especially premature graying hair. And if chemical damage or nutrient deficiency is something that is happening to cause someone gray hair, or in my case, me gray hair, then obviously if the color were to reverse because I'm cleaning up what chemicals are going on in my body, and maybe if I'm finding ways of adding nutrient-dense foods or supplementation to my diet, and if my hair were to then reverse, even though I do like the white, don't get me wrong, because it's really pretty and I'm totally digging the whole white sparkle thing. At the same time, I have to also celebrate that if my body is becoming healthier and my body were to then rejuvenate its color, I can't really allow myself to feel bummed out about that, because ultimately I just want to be my healthiest, and from my healthiest, be my most radiant, attractive version of myself possible. And I really only wish that for any single one of us, because that is where we'll be our most healthiest and our most happiest and our most vibrant, and I feel from there we will be our most attractive in whatever way that is for us. If you have been inspired by anything that you have seen here within my hair, please give this video a thumbs up and a like. Consider subscribing. I always hit the wrong way. Consider subscribing If you've liked any of my content and if you want to follow along, anything more that you would like to find out about, let me know about it down below, and consider subscribing so that you don't miss out on any releases such as that or the other things that I will talk about here. Alright, my friends, once again, I thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you back here again soon.